The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup in Section 6AA between the Spectrum Sting and your Pine City Dragons. As the intro mentioned, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in here tonight. You are a loyal listener. I appreciate you for tuning into this and every other game that we broadcast. It means the world to me. I know you're not listening for me. Let's be real. No one listens for me, and people can barely stand to listen to me, but I still appreciate you for tuning in. This is a Section 6AA matchup here, and no, it's not playoffs yet. That's next week, but this might as well be a playoff game here for Pine City. A game, a win. Well, you know what? Let's not get into it too much because we have some business to take care of. One of those being mentioning you're listening to the Here's the Pitch pregame show brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor training facility. They have baseball batting cages. You can use one of their state-of-the-art pitching machines. Bring your own pitcher or even get some live instruction at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. So speaking of one of our fine sponsors, why don't we go ahead and hear a few words from some of our other fine sponsors who sponsor every broadcast that we do as well. And we'll also thank them because, well, they make it our ability, I'll figure it out, our ability to bring you these games for free. So we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country as we are in the Here's the Pitch pregame show at Pine City High School for tonight's Section 6AA matchup. I mentioned this might as well be a playoff game for both of these teams. It isn't. It is still the regular season, but it might as well be. And let's go into detail as to why I say this might as well be a playoff game here this evening. Both these teams play out of Section 6AA. That's obvious. I've said that, right? Well, let's get into what these teams have done, and then we'll get into here's why the playoffs. Spectrum is actually has a winning record. They are 13-11, 1-3 in section play. They're giving up 48 points per game while scoring 50. Not bad this year for Spectrum. 13-11, as I mentioned, but they're the bottom half of this section. This section is home to, I believe, 16 teams, which would make them the 13th team in the section right now. 13th in the section with a 13-11 record. If that doesn't show you how competitive this section is, nothing will. This is such a competitive section, and we'll get into where Pine City is ranked in just a moment. But Spectrum on the season, again, 13-11, 2 games above 500, but they are only 1-3 in section play. This will be their 5th section game on the season, and it will not be their last. They will play one more against Mora on Friday, but we'll get to that in a moment. But for Spectrum, kind of an up and down start. Getting into the new year to January 5th, it was kind of not so good. They were 1 and let's count it up, 5 going into January 6th. 1-5 on the season, having only beat Breck. But coming out of that, they went on a nice 4-game win streak, beating Liberty Classical Academy, Heritage Christian Academy, North Lakes Academy, and Concordia Academy. That was then their win streak. Then they lost 2 in a row to West Lutheran and Southwest Christian, before then going on another 3-game win streak over Hope Academy, Maple Lake, and Liberty Classical. Then they fell to Ogilvie, and then beat Heritage and North Lakes Academy, fell to Pack Charter, beat St. Paul Academy, International School Chesterton, and then lost 2 in a row to West Lutheran and Legacy Christian before beating St. Paul Academy. That has been their season so far. So very, obviously, as the new year has begun, have been a lot better of a team. But they play a lot of what I believe are conference games, if I remember correctly. Maybe not so many. But they play a lot of the academies, a lot of the private schools, a lot of the smaller private schools. This is only AA basketball, so they play a lot of these smaller schools in the private schools. Some are single A, some are AA, but they really haven't seen that much. I don't want to say competition, because they certainly have West Lutheran, Southwest Christian are really good teams. Hope Academy is a pretty darn good team in there. Let's see who West Lutheran. That's West Lutheran. Legacy Christian. I think I mentioned them already. You're going to face a couple more in Pine City more, but Zimmerman, they also looks like that game was postponed. Don't know if that was made up, but also Rockford as well as Chisago Lake. So they have played some really good teams on the year, but in the teams that they play, sometimes with those academies and the private schools, they don't always get the best competition from those teams. So. We'll see kind of what they look like here tonight. I don't 100% know. I can only tell you based off of what they had last year. And last year this game was a really competitive one. It was for Pine City. They had to postpone it because I think of the cold. And then it had to be played on Saturday early morning, at the night after Pine City played. Was it on the road or at home? I don't remember. But they had to play the night before, so it wasn't even 12 hours. They had to go get up, get on the road, go to Elk River, and go to Spectrum. Now, obviously, the JV game was in the morning. I believe Pine City played at 12 or 12:30, one of the two. So less than ideal conditions. Pine City, unfortunately, did not play the way they would have liked to have in that regular season finale. Fell in that game last year. So I don't know much about what Spectrum is this year other than kind of what I seen last year. And they did have a few seniors last year that graduated, but they do bring back some of that talent. They have what looks to be 5 seniors this year. And, I know Maggie Novotny, that's about the only recognizable name. Maybe Cassidy Colbert. That's about it on the recognition of the names here for tonight. And that doesn't mean that they don't have talent elsewhere. That's just the ones that I remember. And those are some pretty talented players. But Pine City was right in that game, and that's one last year we talked about it a lot where they shoulda, coulda, woulda won that game. And that's when I think that may still haunt this team a little bit, because they definitely should have and could have won that game. But Spectrum, again, not quite sure what they're bringing in here tonight. The record is similar because it's, they have 13 wins, 11 losses. The points give and take is also similar to Pine City, but I've seen Pine City all year. I know what this team is. And just on paper alone, I think Pine City is the better team. Now, does that mean anything going into the game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That does not have any threshold as to whether Pine City is going to win or not. But that's going to be a good segue into how Pine City has done this year. Well, they're 14-10 on the season. They're 2-4 in section play. You might look at that and go, oh boy, they're in the bottom half of this section. They may not get a home playoff game. And I think anybody who just heard that would say that. That is not the case, though. They are number 4 in the section right now in Section 6AA. Foley, then Malacca, then Sauk Center, then Pine City at the 4 seed as of this moment. And that is because they beat Mora twice, and that definitely helped their QRF. So if you take a look at some of their games and some of the teams they have beat, you might be saying, well, they're 14-10, Spectrum's 13-11. Why are they not the same? Well, because of the teams that Pine City's played. Aiken, Foley, Cloquet, Hastings, just to name some of the teams that they have played and played close with. They haven't won all their games, obviously, but they have been close. Now, some of the teams that they did beat, one of them was Hastings. Hastings is a 4A school, and they have a QRF of 113, ladies and gentlemen. That just gives you kind of an idea of how good of a team that they beat. They beat Cloquet, who is a 3A team who has a QRF over 100. That is why that they have this the ranking that they do. Now, in the first part of the season, it was about 500. 4-3 going into Christmas break. 4-3, 4 wins, 3 losses. Then they wound up 5-4 after Christmas break, after losing to St. Cloud Cathedral, then beating Concordia Academy. We'll go into games that they coulda, shoulda, woulda won. They lost to Bram to begin the new year, then beat Hinckley Finlayson, lost by 1 to Legacy Christian Academy, lost a game they should have won against Malacca, and then they went on a nice 4-game win streak where they beat Mille Lacs Esco, East Central, and Barnum. Barnum is also a really good team. They did fall to Crosby Ironton, beat Moose Lake Willow River, fell to Crosby Ironton again, won 2 in a row over Mora and Aiken, then fell in a game they could have beat Braman by 8. Then they beat Mora pretty handedly last Friday. So that is why. And looking at the close games again, Bram last Monday, they could have and probably should have won that game. Malacca earlier in the year, Legacy Christian earlier in the year. Then at the beginning of the season, Zimmerman and St. Cloud Cathedral. That is 5 games, ladies and gentlemen, that they were within, spitting distance of the win. A couple of them are 2-3 points. The loss to Legacy Christian was 1 point. This team, and that is why they're ranked so high, is because I think the section knows how good this team is, and everyone else knows how good this team is. You give them 5 wins and take away 5 losses, they are 19-5 right now, vying for a spot at the number 2 seed. That would be where they would be sitting had they won those games. Now, obviously, you can't look at it like that. Hindsight is 20/20. They are still 14-10, but this is a very, very good 14-10 team. I think they might be overlooked in the playoffs because I think teams are going to look at their record and go, they're 14-10. I tell you what, teams better not do that because Pine City will run all over them in the section playoffs. Playoffs, by the way, for this section start on February 24th. There we go. They start, February 26th at the high seed. That is next Thursday, a week and 2 days. They will start playoffs next Thursday, and Pine City is vying for the number 4 seed, which would easily give them a home playoff game. And then it's on to St. Ben's before the championship at Hollenbeck Hall. Can Pine City make it there? Absolutely. We also got maybe a milestone coming up in this game, a scoring milestone. I'm not going to tell you who or what. I'll just kind of leave you with that, and then once it happens in game, we'll announce it. But just to give you that little nugget and a reason to stay tuned. We're going to take a commercial break. That is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. When we come back, starting lineups and the national anthem will have been played. Then we'll announce the starting lineups here on WCMP.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch Christie and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom Apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on WCMP. Thought we were, let's see. Someone's going to announce the starting lineups. Do I have to go down there? Should I go down there and announce them? I'll go down. I'll volunteer. No, I'm just kidding. I got up here to do. Looks like Mr. and Coach Lottie himself is going to do the lineup. So we're going to leave it over to Coach Lottie to take over and do them. Coach Lottie, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball game between the Sting of Spectrum and your Pine City Dragons. Pine City Basketball would like to thank these gold sponsors for supporting our team. Thank you, Farmers Insurance of Pine City, Newman Agencies, Branson Bacon Trust of Pine City, the Garage Bar and Grill, and Howe Construction Incorporated. Tonight's athletic training services are provided by Wellia Health. The officials for tonight's game are Aaron Sabatny, Craig Couliard, and Tyler Molnar. Oh, close enough. Sorry, sir. We thank them for being here tonight. Without their commitment to kids, we would not be able to play this game. And now let's introduce the starters of both teams in alternating order, starting with the visiting team from Spectrum. Starting, a senior, number 2, Cassidy Colbert. And for your Pine City Dragons, starting number 2, Mallory Klepper. Starting for Spectrum, sophomore, number 12, Rachel Hansen. And starting for Pine City, number 4, senior, Paige Gray. Starting for Spectrum, senior, number 22, Isabella Colbert. Starting for Pine City, senior, number 11, Brooke Boland. Starting for Spectrum, senior, number 23, Elena Breckner. Starting for Pine City, number 12, freshman, Kate Umberside. And finally for Spectrum, senior, number 25, Maggie Novotny. And for Pine City, number 23, senior, Vivian Lottie. The Stinger coach by...
Well, thank you so much, Coach Lottie, for taking over the starting lineup announcements. Appreciate that. So again, we've got a scoring milestone to pay attention to in this game. If and when it is made, you can bet we will be right here to announce it live on air. Obviously, because we're at the game live, so. Want to thank all of our other guys out broadcasting tonight. Thanks to Andy Beckstrom right across the road from us, as he'll be over there calling the boys' playoff game against River Lakes. And thanks to Joe Lattimore, who's over in Mora tonight, calling an important game for the Mustangs as they take on Pillager. They need a couple wins to get themselves into a home playoff spot. Dragons and Spectrum set to go at it. Unverzant and Novotny, or excuse me, that's Ruck? No, I can't tell who it is. It is Novotny. And we are underway, and the Dragons get the tip. Gray on the far side. Now, this is not a cakewalk by any means for Pine City. They have to play hard. They have to play smart. This is a Spectrum team that if you show any little crease in the armor, they will make you pay. Meanwhile, we got a foul here early on by Spectrum. Vivian Lanti, good job drawing that foul. That's going to go against Rachel Hansen. Her first, team's first. But, yeah, Vivian Lanti did a good job. She's back in the starting lineup, by the way, as she misses that one. But she did a good job there, going to the basket, driving hard, putting up a shot, and allowing herself to get fouled. And still getting through contact. She corrects on that one and makes one of two. That's something about this team, though, for Pine City. You're not going to see them make the same mistake twice. That just doesn't happen. Meanwhile, there's Kate Unverzant with the steal. She takes no one open. She'll kick to the far side. Lottie now to Boland. Boland going to try and drive. Will lob it inside to Unverzant. No, oh, it goes through her hands. And Mallory Klepper right there to pick up the mishandled ball. She drops it in for two. And we've seen Pine City, as of late, they've kind of turned things up defensively early on and have taken full advantage of turnovers here as this season has gone on. Now a deep three backboard. They tried to bank it, but it's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Isabella Colbert. Now on the far side to Colbert. I apologize, I called her Colbert. Now Cassidy Colbert. On this near side again, Maggie Novotny go for a long three. This is going to be no good. Rebound through a couple hands, and somehow it was Rachel Hansen who wound up with it. Now again, Novotny trying to go long. Instead, gives it to Isabella Colbert. That's going to come up well short. I think that was blocked by Lottie. This is going to be taken away by Mallory Klepper on the steal. Up the court we go. A little bit too deep for Unverzant, and it will be a turnover back to Spectrum. Again, Pine City's defense has turned it up a notch here as we get late into the season. And it's been good for the Pine City Dragons. They have used that to capitalize on some mistakes and then get their offense going. So the offense has kind of gotten started that way too. Novotny looked for the long three. She fakes, pulls it down, gives to Cassidy Colbert. Now on this near side, Isabella. Isabella back over to Novotny. Novotny has not been afraid to take it from long range. She'll give on this near side, Isabella Colbert. Nothing doing there. Nearly stolen away by Klepper. Now she'll give to Novotny. Novotny drives inside. Step, shot, no good. There's Lottie with the rebound. Lottie with the rebound gives to Boland. And Boland will bring it forward. Give to Klepper. Now to Boland again. Boland looking. She'll give on this near side to Gray. Underneath to Klepper. She draws the foul and will shoot two. Good job there by Klepper. And that's one thing that I kind of want to see more of, is Pine City just be the aggressor and draw some more fouls. I feel like they get into that position and they don't take full advantage of it. That one, I believe, Elena Bruckner. It is, and her first, team second. And Mallory Klepper with that shot just hit 1,000 career points. So Mallory Klepper has just surpassed 1,000 career points. Congratulations, Mallory. Mallory Klepper, 1,000 career points in her Dragon career, and she'll go up and be congratulated there by family and friends. A breaking the action, so well deserved for Mallory. They're going to save that ball that she just shot for 1,000. Congratulations, Mallory. 1,000 career points. Now she comes back out onto the court and got to try and reconcentrate and get back to action. 4-0 is the Dragon lead, and she takes a big breath and readies. Shot is up. This one going to be no good, and then misses everything. She looks. It's okay. It's so she missed everything on that one, and she kind of looks at coach and covers her face and goes, "I'm sorry." That's all right. It's all right. We understand. Get a break in the action that kind of takes away from the momentum you had, and that's understandable, Mallory. Nobody blaming you. So we're going to get a foul here on Pine City. They'll call Lottie for her first. Meanwhile, Spectrum has it. Well, we got a missed shot that I think got knocked out of bounds by Pine City. So Spectrum will hold on to it. I apologize, trying to get through some technical difficulties at the studio. We're trying to work through that. But here in the game, Spectrum has it, nearly lost it again. They find a way to get it over to Hansen. Hansen now to Novotny on this near side. And a three there from Isabella Colbert. But I think we're going to get a foul here in Pine City. They're going to get Paige Gray. So that is going to send Isabella Colbert to the line for 3 shots. Misses the first. That one no good. And that one no good as well. Unrezat will get the rebound. 0 for 3 there, Isabella Colbert. Unrezat with the rebound, back the other way. Underneath, Mallory Klepper drops it in for 2. Just adding to her career total of over 1,000. So Spectrum going to try and bring it back up the court through the hands of Novotny. Somehow gets it down to Hansen. Hansen guarded by Klepper. Back outside now along 2. That's going to be no good. And Klepper is there for the rebound. She pulls it down and will take it back up the other way. Into the corner now to Gray. Now to Boland. Boland trying to find Unverzad underneath. That's going to be knocked out by Spectrum. So Pine City will hold on to it. So they'll inbound, try and go right underneath the Unverzad. It is knocked out, but by Spectrum. So they will hold on to it. All right, we got the technical difficulties over with, and we should be good to go. Meanwhile, this shot missed, and Gray got the rebound. And now we're going to get a foul here on Pine City. And it'll be the 3rd team foul. This will go against Unverzad, her first. Spectrum will inbound, trying to go on this near side. They find a way up the court to Isabella Colbert. Colbert trying to get around past on the far side to Novotny. Again, not afraid to take that long 3, but that one's going to miss. And Lottie gets the rebound. She gives up to Gray. Gray gives back to Klepper, back to Gray. Gray trying to find an open 3, give inside to Klepper. Klepper, oh my goodness, that one was halfway down and decided to come out. It's going to be rebounded by Gray. She'll kick back outside Lottie. Lottie brings it in. And now gives to Boland. Boland will kind of reset the offense, standing at the Dragon logo. She looks, goes back to Klepper. Klepper wide open for 3. It's going to be no good. And Lottie, yes. Couldn't quite hold on to the rebound, but she did a good enough job just to get it off of the defender out of bounds. So it will stay Pine City ball. Smart play there by Vivian Lottie. Inbound goes to Boland on the far side. Boland will kick back to Lottie. Lottie will take the short 2, and that's just off the back of the rim. It's knocked out of bounds again by Spectrum, and Pine City will hold on to it. So Pine City getting a few breaks here. They need to capitalize now off of these chances that Spectrum is giving them. You cannot leave this possession empty. Lottie will inbound to Klepper, and they're going to, oh no. They are going to leave this possession with no points. They allowed that ball to get tied up by Spectrum, and that is not what you want to see if you're Pine City. That is just, I mean, it's almost unacceptable in the fact that you had how many chances there. Meanwhile, Lily Beck will check in for Spectrum. But yeah, you can't allow that there. I mean, too many chances to not come away with points. Meanwhile, Spectrum into a trap. They finally get away out of that. Up to Bruckner now on this near side to Beck. Beck will look and want to go to Novotny. She does open up. Now she will take it to the far side. Guarded by 2 defenders, she gives to Bruckner. Now back on this near side, Beck. That shot is up and no good. Into the hands of Klepper. Klepper gets the rebound, and she'll wait for the defense to clear and give it up to Boland. Boland will look to the far side, Gray. Gray's going to take the long three. Just off the mark. Into the hands of Klepper. Right spot, right time. She puts it back for 2. 8-0 now. Pine City with the lead. Inbound there to Novotny. Almost stolen away by Gray. I love the aggressiveness. Meanwhile, they'll kick it back here on this near side to Beck. Beck will go. She'll give it to Novotny. Novotny will look. Giving the near side corner here to Hansen. Hansen will drive back outside Novotny for 3. That one's going to be no good. Oh, easy rebound, though, by Bruckner. And she misses, and again she'll get the rebound. This one no good again. Into the hands of Beck. Novotny gets round 1 finally from the free throw line. That one's going to be no good. This time it is Klepper who hangs on to it. Second and third chance opportunities there for Spectrum, but it will not. They will not come away with points. Meanwhile, Unresolved, the pass a little too deep for her, and then I don't know if she stepped on a shoe or what, but she did fall to the court. It looks like she is up and okay. That is what matters most. Meanwhile, checking into the game. Going to be Ganote. Yes, so Maggie Judd, Rhea Johnson, and Retta Ganote check into the game for Pine City, giving a breather to Lottie, Boland, and Gray. Meanwhile, we got a steal here. I think that was Rhea Johnson. On the far side, Judd drives inside, back outside, Unverzat. Unverzat will drive. She gets underneath the defender. Oh, and then leaves it short. I think she was just so surprised she was that wide open. Rebounded by Pine City, and a 3 there from Rhea Johnson. Didn't even hit the nylon. It was so pure. Good shot there from Rhea Johnson. They'll go up the court. This pass in Novotny just did pull it in. She goes up from a short 2 and will drop it in. And those are the Sting's first points. 11-2 now. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back offensively. Johnson will give underneath here to Unverzat. Now on the far side, Ganote trying to get it to Judd, and it's just too tall. Meanwhile, checking in now for the Sting is number 1, Ella Edison. Pine City playing some full court press here. This nearly stolen away by Johnson, but it gets to Beck. Now they'll go underneath to Hansen. Hansen shot is up, no good. Klepper with the rebound. She gives to Judd. Judd will bring it forward. Judd will kick to Klepper. Klepper feeling it, takes the 3 just off the front of the rim. Rebounded here by Edison. I like the shot there by Klepper. I think that one's okay early on. Still trying to get a team into rhythm. I like that shot there. This ball is up for grabs. Going to be out of bounds. Off of... Well, we're going to have a conversation. It's a little bit of... So it will be Spectrum ball. Yes. So they have a conversation, and they will say it was off of Pine City. I thought it was underneath. I thought Pine City had touched it last. I wasn't quite sure, though. Now they will give underneath here to Novotny. Not underneath, top key, rather. And trying to get around the defenders onto the far side here to Edison. Inside, that ball is tipped away, stolen away by Maggie Judd. Judd gives to Johnson. Judd now to Unverzat. Unverzat for 3. That's good. 3 there from Unverzat to make it 14-2. And going to get a timeout here. Called by Pine City. And while they take one, we will as well.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Cool Country, WCMP 100.9 FM. Thanks so much for tuning in here tonight. I want to give a huge shout out to our fine sponsors. They make it possible for us to bring you this game for free. So a huge shout out to all of them. And Brace Orthodontics scoreboard shows Dragons leading by 12. Brace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. So out of the timeout, Spectrum will inbound. And they'll give it to Novotny. And Novotny, guarded by Judd, she'll drift to the far side, then hand it off to Edison. Edison now on the near side to Bruckner. Trying to go underneath, and Hansen just somehow escaped. And not ideal to have that happen if you're Pine City, but, you know, that's just a correction they'll make next time around. Bolin gives to Johnson, and Johnson will drift. She'll give it to Judd. Judd looks at Gray, then drifts to this near side, give to Bolin. And Bolin looking, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Shot is up, it's going to be off the mark. And Coach Judd asking a question to the referee. Yeah, that was a really quick shot clock. So the argument here from Judd is the fact that the clock did not get set to 35, which it should have on a change of possession, especially after Spectrum scored. And Judd's argument is that it did not get set to 35. I was going to say, when Bolin was driving, I was surprised at how low the clock was. So I think he has a point. We'll see what comes of this. So I think what is being told to Judd right now is, well, they can't really redo it because the possession's already over and it's already in the change of hands, so we can't set it to, I mean, I guess he could set it to 15 seconds and kind of say, all right. Yeah, so a little bit of a mistake. The clock didn't reset to 35 on the shot clock for Pine City, which is unfortunate. Well, they'll get the ball back anyway, so the ball goes through Edison's hand and it will go out of bounds. But just unfortunate there for Pine City that it didn't reset to 35, so Judd pretty upset. And, yeah, I mean, rightfully so, You don't want your team to be. And, again, it's just a mistake. We obviously give them a break because it's not like they did it on purpose. It is the home gym after all. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, it's human error. It happens. It happens. Gray going to get a moment. She's going to tie her shoe. And that gives us a moment to remind you, tune into the morning show tomorrow. We're going to let you know who our player of the week is for WCMP. So be sure to tune in. Lottie will inbound here to Klepper. Or excuse me. Lottie to Bolin. This shot is up from 3. No good. Rebounded there by Hansen of Spectrum. And now they'll bring it forward. Here's Novotny. Novotny giving it back to Edison. Edison. She'll look at the defender, Judd. That's a good matchup there. Back to Novotny. Back to Edison. Now Edison will give here to Bruckner. Trying to go underneath. And Hansen's going to get that plus an and one. Well, you can't let Spectrum hang around like this if you're Pine City. Well, that foul's going to go against Vivian Lottie. Her second, team's third. Klepper and Unverzat will check in for Judd and Johnson. Yeah, if you're Pine City right now, you just can't let this team hang around like this. I think early on we've seen that they are the better team, but can't allow them to kind of stick around. Hansen trying to make it a three-point play. That's going to be no good. So it will stay 2, rebounded there by Vivian Lottie. Gray has that pass blocked. Oh, and then trying to go to Unverzat and completely on the wrong page, both of them. Unverzat spun inside. Gray thought she was staying, and it's going to wind up being a turnover stolen away by Bruckner. She has it off of her foot, and somehow Edison able to just get it. She'll give now to Isabella Colbert. Back to Novotny. She wants to take that long 3, but she'll have to pull it down, give to Hansen. Hansen gives on this near side now to Bruckner. Trying to go underneath to Isabella Colbert. Now to Novotny for three. That's going to be well off the mark. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that is going to be off of Green. But that's okay because there's only 1 second on the shot clock. Canote will check in. She gives Lottie a breather. So they'll have to inbound and shoot. And that's 5 seconds, yep. So they do not inbound it in the allotted 5 seconds, and Pine City will cause a turnover. Klepper will inbound to Boland. Boland trying to go inside to Klepper, just too tall. And Unverzat almost was able to keep that ball in play, but just couldn't get that ball back inbounds enough. And now we're going to get a substitution here for Spectrum. Cassidy Colbert will check in for Edison. And they'll inbound Isabella Colbert to Cassidy now on this near side. She'll get up the court to Isabella, and she was left alone. Boland going to knock that one away, but then it's taken back by Bruckner. Now on the far side to Hansen. Inside to Bruckner. Oh, no way. And Coach Judd flabbergasted as to the foul. Yeah, I'll respectfully disagree with that one. I think she initiated the contact, did Bruckner. I don't think that's a foul on Pine City. But again, I'm allowed to respectfully disagree. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. Bruckner misses on the first. Yeah, so Pine City just needs to regroup, regather. This one is no good. And rebounded by Ganote. And she gives to Boland, and Boland wasting no time bringing this ball forward. She'll look, go underneath to Klepper, now to Gray for three. That's going to be long, but Ganote is right there. Oh, and she misses. And this is going to be rebounded. Nice job, Boland coming away with that one. If there's a rebound that's there, Boland, more times than not, she's going to be the aggressor and get to it. Meanwhile, we're going to get a foul here on Spectrum. Oh, I did not see that. They're going to say Novotny got a push. I didn't see it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, but there's also a lot going on down there. Asked me to try and keep track of everything? Gosh, I think this is my job or something. Meanwhile, inbound to Klepper, now to Unverzat. Unverzat back to Boland on the far side. Boland will go underneath to Klepper. She'll try and back down the defender. Try and kick it outside to Boland, but Novotny got her hands on it. That's the thing about Novotny. She is she is just a player that is around the ball at all times, and she's kind of that thorn in your side, just like can't get her away. Timeout called here by Pine City. It will be a full timeout, so we'll take a commercial break. Be back on WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ordereceifiber.com.
Back here on Cool Country, WCMP 100.9 FM. 14-6, Dragons still lead, but yeah, it is has not gone. Well, they just haven't been playing their type basketball. Not what we're used to seeing. They are definitely much better than what they have shown here in the last few minutes. And they just kind of, I think they needed that timeout, just kind of sit and go, okay, we're fine. Let's get back. Let's play our basketball, and let's be confident. And I think one of the biggest things in that stretch there is we just saw the confidence kind of get lost a little bit. Meanwhile, Boland is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Boland, good job of drawing that foul there. This foul is going to go against, I believe, Rachel Hansen, which would be her second and the team's fourth. But there you go. I like that drive by Boland, driving to the basket, getting through some tough contact. And, again, I think this team is a lot more physical than what they have shown. They can draw some fouls. They are this team. Don't be fooled. This team is not afraid of physicality. Meanwhile, this shot no good. Rebounded there by Unverzat, and it's tipped out now to Bolin. Bolin will kick to Unverzat. She wanted to take the three. Instead, gives to Gray. Gray now hands to Bolin. Bolin will be patient on the elbow. Now give to Klepper. Klepper going to try and take it. Floater, no good. And this ball up for grabs. It's going to be, almost Ganot. Instead, it's Hansen. Hansen then gives it up to Klepper. Klepper with the steal. Trying to go get some fast break points. It's knocked out of her hands. No, it's a foul. Well, one defender has her hands up, but you got the hand in there on the body. Ooh, I don't think that's the correct player to call for the foul. So she has a point. They're going to get Bruckner for a second. Yeah, I don't think they get the correct young lady for the foul. I think it may have been Hansen instead, but either way, Pine City will inbound. Klepper, spin move to the basket. Reverse layup is short. Oh, she just clipped it off the crease of the basket. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just been off as of late for Pine City. It's just not quite what we're used to seeing. And I think, again, they're just getting to a point where they're overthinking it. Meanwhile, Colbert now kick outside to Bruckner for three. Ooh, that's good. Well, I said it, and I'll say it again. You don't want to. You just can't let the Spectrum team stick around. Pine City is the better team, but they're keeping Spectrum in it at this point. Meanwhile, Rhea Johnson for three. That's going to be no good. Oh, this rebound tipped to Klepper. She missed. It was rebounded by Unverzat, and then she gets it and is fouled. She'll go line and shoot two. And this foul going to go against Spectrum, their sixth, this first on Cassidy Colbert. Meanwhile, Unverzat hits on the first. And Unverzat, that one going to be no good, rebounded by Bruckner. Trying to move this ball around, trying to go inside, back outside to Beck for three. That's going to be no good, and a rebound there for Gray. Gray, stolen away by Bruckner. And the two is missed. Klepper will get it back. Yeah, we're just seeing way too many mistakes here by Pine City. Meanwhile, Paige Gray, this one is good. That could be the shot they needed. I would say it just hasn't looked like their type of basketball, but what I failed to mention in my mumbling was that I feel like they just need a big shot like that. I just feel like they need that type of shot to get back into it. Meanwhile, Klepper almost got the steal, and then apparently a timeout was called in time. The clock shows 24, though, and if that's the case, that I don't know, that's should be a 10-second violation. Unless they're going to reset the clock to 25. But if that clock's at 24, that should be a 10-second violation. After a shot is made for either side, you get the inbound. After the inbound, you have 10 seconds on the shot clock to get that ball up the court. If you don't cross half court in 10 seconds, it's a violation. So if they called the timeout in time, I'm guessing they'll give a second back on the clock. But if not, I think it should be a 10-second violation. Getting into the game now for Spectrum is 32, Evelyn Opitz. They're not going to put a second. So, you know what? I don't know. That's very interesting. Meanwhile, they will bring it up the court, and well, they're going to blow the whistle to kind of reset the shot clock here. I don't know why they're resetting it. That shouldn't be reset to 35, right? They reset it to 35. It should only be 25 if they're going to reset it. So now that is twice that they have incorrectly done the... man. Just a little bit of frustration here for Pine City, and rightfully so. Klepper trying to get on this near side to Judd, and Judd just couldn't pull it in. Klepper was going through some contact, trying to give it over to Judd, and, I mean, just too much contact there. Pine City just trying to get back into rhythm here. Two things knock on their way, but they'll be all right. Meanwhile, this ball is too high for Beck on the far side. It's going to go out of bounds and go back to Pine City. A bit of a low-scoring first half here so far for Pine City. Again, and it hasn't been so much that they haven't been able to score. They've had some opportunities. They just haven't quite executed on them. Meanwhile, another three for Gray. Well, she's feeling it, and if there's a young lady you don't want to get into rhythm, it is Gray. Gray can hit it from long range. A very talented shooter from outside. Meanwhile, this pass tipped by Klepper, almost got it stolen away. Now on the far side, they'll try and go back to Beck. Again, a little bit too high for Beck on the pass, and the ball will go back to Pine City. So here we go. Pine City, this is what they kind of get you into. They're going to force you into turnovers if they don't force the takeaway themselves. Then they get back offensively. They can stay patient. They can go quick, but they know how to move. And so far, the last two have looked good. Paige Gray again. And it's good again. What I tell you. Don't want to let her to get into rhythm. Let's try that again. Don't want to let her get into rhythm. That sounded weird in my head for some reason as it came out of my mouth. Here they go up the court. Beck, is left alone. And Judd is going to get the rebound. Tell you what, again, she is not the tallest on the court, but she is going to fight for that rebound. Klepper over to Gray. This one going to come up short. Unverzat, though, she says, not so fast. This is mine. 27-9. And that is what we have been missing from Pine City in that little bit of a drought. Beck is going to get out of the corner. She'll give now to Cassidy Colbert over to Novotny. Novotny trying to go inside now on this near side to Isabella Colbert. And close to stepping on the baseline. She did Novotny for two. That's going to be no good. Tip there to Klepper for the rebound. Up the court they go. Rhea Johnson from three herself, and that is good. Rhea Johnson says, I want in on the three party, and she drills it. And we'll get a timeout here by Spectrum. And there you go. A nice run there for Pine City. 11 points there in about a minute time. We get a timeout call by Spectrum. While they take one, we will as well.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
Back here on WCMP, be sure to stay tuned. After the 3.5 minutes left in the first half, drain off the clock. It'll be time for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. So be sure to tune in for the halftime show. We'll also try and get you some updates and get into our A&W hometown handoff at the halftime show as well. So be sure to stay tuned at the half. We'll have kind of a lot coming your way. Meanwhile, out of the timeout, it will be Spectrum ball. Pine City with the lead on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. They believe the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Meanwhile, we're going to get a little bit of a touchy foul there on Klepper, but I think it is the right call nonetheless. It'll be her second, team's sixth, and we'll get Bruckner and Lottie back into the game, both 23s, and then Ganote as well. So they come in for Klepper and Johnson. Inbound will go to Isabella Colbert, and she'll bring it up the court, try and get by a few defenders. Now give it to Novotny. She pulls it down, and will pull up from short two and drop it in. 32-11. And here comes Maggie Judd. Judd will bring it to the top of the key. On the far side now to Lottie. Lottie looks, and she's going to take it from three. Over the defender, banks it in. Are you serious? What a shot. I'm not going to lie. At first, I kind of looked at it and went, oh, no, don't take that one. And then she was just like, oh, I'm going to. What a shot from Lottie. Here's a three from Spectrum. It's going to be no good. Unverzat, great box out there to get the rebound. Just perfect. Maggie Judd will bring it up. Now on the far side to Lottie again. Lottie going to try and drive her way inside. Picks up the dribble, gives to Judd. Judd will try and get around her defender, Novotny. Nice move there, and she'll give back to Lottie. On the far side, they want to try and lob this in to Unverzat, and she pulls it in and drops it in for 2. And that is exactly the execution that we're used to seeing from Pine City. Meanwhile, Novotny brings it up for Spectrum now on the far side to Beck. Beck pulls it down, kicks on this near side to Colbert. That's Isabella Colbert trying to go inside to Bruckner. Bruckner somehow pulls that one in, lost it. Now we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow points the way of the Dragons. Brooke Bolin will check back into the game, and she is going to give a breather to Maggie Judd. Also checking in will be Edison for Spectrum, and she will check in for Isabella Colbert. Bolin will get the inbound, and she will bring it forward. Bolin will look. She'll kick to this near side to Gray, trying to go underneath to Ganote, Back outside to Gray. Gray with a quick 3. That's going to be off the mark. Bolin trying to, that was a smart play there by Bolin, but yeah, the defender almost knocked it out of bounds off her, so she had to kind of pull back and away, and well, then it just kind of stayed in bounds. Meanwhile, the shot is missed by Novotny, rebounded by Unverzat, and here come the Dragons once again. They'll go up the court. Ganote underneath, drops it in for 2. Great pass by Brooke Bolin. I cannot tell you how good of a pass that was because it was that good. Meanwhile, Novotny left alone for 3. She is going to miss, and it's rebounded by Ganote. Ganote up the court to Gray. One-on-one with Novotny. Going to get a double dribble. Oh, a travel. I didn't see the travel. I thought maybe a double dribble the way it looked awkward, but well, they'll get a turnover, Will Spectrum, and they'll bring it up with just under a minute and a half to go. They'll get it up the court now. A deep pass there to Beck. She gets by one defender. Drive inside, and we'll get a foul here on possibly Unverzat. Yeah. Her face kind of said it all. So she picks up her second, team 7th, and now 2 shots here for Beck. This one is up and good for Beck. 37-12. Meanwhile, here comes Johnson and Judd. For Lottie. Unverzat, I apologize. I could just overhear Lottie down there, and she was saying about her 3 that she banked in. She said, I don't know why I shot that, but meanwhile, Lily Beck makes them both on the free throw. So 2 of 2 there to make it 37-13. Rhea Johnson has it on the far side. Give to Judd now. Judd will kick to this near side to Gray, trying to go underneath the bowl, and that pass just a little too long. I thought Spectrum had got a hand on it at the last second. I was wrong. So it will be another turnover. Spectrum will get it back. Full court press being shown here by Pine City. They're going to get it up to Novotny. Novotny will look. She'll pull it down, and she'll get back. And now up to Edison, up to Beck. Back on this near side, Novotny. She's going to drive, and will pull up, and the shot will be good. Make it 37-15. But here comes Boland. Boland will look and kind of wait for the offense to set up. Gray in this near side. A little too strong on that one. That's going to go out of bounds off of Spectrum, and it will stay with Pine City. Spectrum tried to get it, but it was knocked out of bounds. And with 26 seconds to go, Pine City will get an inbound. Shot clock, game clock separated by 4 seconds. Inbound goes to Gray. Gray will now look. She'll give to Boland. Boland will kick to the far side to Judd. Judd fakes the drive, then kicks back to Rhea Johnson. She wanted to take that 3, has to pull it down instead. Judd going to call out the offense. Now she'll give over to Boland. Boland for 3. Oh, I was ready to call it good. That shot no good, rebounded by Ganote. That one no good, rebounded by Johnson, and no good. And now rebounded here by Bruckner, and they've got a chance for the last shot. Novotny, no good. Oh, and Pine City catches a break there. I always say anytime you can score before half, man, you can swing momentum in a big way, but the miss there at the last shot, and we will go to halftime with the Dragons leading 37-15 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We're going to take a commercial break, but be sure to tune in after that commercial break We'll be back for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
Back here on WCMP, we're at halftime, and it is now time for your halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones has over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road, plus those state-of-the-art facilities. Hones is your trusted collision and mechanical auto body and glass shop. I completely blanked there. I apologize, Hones. That was terrible. But thank you to Hones for sponsoring the halftime show. Taking a look at the stat leaders for the first half for the Spectrum Sting, leading the way was Maggie Novotny with 6, then 4 for Rachel Hansen, 3 for Elena Bruckner, and 2 for Lily Beck. They had 2 steals and 6 team fouls. On the other side, for the Pine City Dragons, leading the way was Paige Gray, coming up big with those 3 threes for 9 points to lead the team in the first half. Unverzat had 8 there, then 7 for Klepper, 6 for Rhea Johnson on 2 threes, 4 for Vivian Lotti, and 1 for Brooke Boland. Rebound-wise, it is Klepper who leads the team with 9, but 6 for Unverzat and 5 for Redeganot, making a big impact there with her rebounds. 5 steals, 1 block, and 7 team fouls for Pine City. I take a look at Vivian Latte once again. It's just the energy and the attitude she brings to this team and to the court is just, it's infectious. I mean, she came off one of the final times here in the first half, and she was laughing and just couldn't believe it as she hit that bank in 3. She just comes off saying, I don't know why I shot that. I don't know why I shot it. You gotta love that type of fun out there on the court. And although I'm sure Coach maybe didn't want to hear that part of it, but just the fact that they can have that much fun and be out there, and you can see it goes into the rest of the team, and they just have so much fun with it. And take a look at that first half. Gonot, she did a good job of starting in place of Lati when she was out, and Gonot, it shows you why. She comes up with 5 big rebounds and also 2 points in that first half. That is, you might not think that's a lot on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet. Let me tell you, that means quite a bit to this team, especially in the first half. They needed those points. They finished the first half on an 18-6 run. Now, it could have been better, but still a pretty good run there to end the first half for Pine City, really when they needed it too, because man, it just didn't look right. They looked like they were off. It just looked like they couldn't get into rhythm. Just looked like everything was just not going their way. Then all of a sudden they get this spark that offense needs, and then they start to pull away, and that's really when they started to look good. Defensively, still need to tighten things up. But I just taking a look at this, Maggie Judd, she's not stuffing the stat sheet, but she still has a rebound and a steal, and those have been big as well. And not only that, they've been big in the reason because, well, again, she's one of the shorter young ladies out there. But, man, when you take a look at what she's able to do, despite that, man, she plays so well, so strong, so tough out there on the court. And it's impressive to watch her play. Again, she's only a 7th grader. Speaking of underclassmen, Kate Unverzat, last year she came in. She did have some significant varsity minutes, but that was towards the end of the regular season and then in a little bit in the postseason. But I kind of looked at her and went, okay, she's going to have a much bigger role next year, and she has, and for good reason. She has made the most of it, and she just continues to improve. And even if she's not shooting her best, she still is out there making plays. 6 rebounds, a 3 in that first half, and that's the thing about this team. You've got Klepper and Unverzat who can get it done from outside the perimeter, but then you've also got Gray, you've also got Boland, you got Lottie. Everybody on this team does everything so well. It's not just one thing. It's not just, oh, well, you can go and shoot the 3. Well, you can play the post and you can do that. No, each and every player on this team that touches the court does everything so well. And that is so great to see, because a lot of times you get teams who sometimes get a little bit too one-dimensional and they don't show enough variety to a team, and then they start to get into a funk where they can't get out of, and they're just kind of stuck. And that's not the case with this Pine City team. That's why I think it is so good when you see them be able to get out of a little bit of a drought that they're in, because, again, this is a team that has a lot of players that can get it done from a lot of different ways. And like, I'm going to steal this from Coach Judd, but like Coach Judd says, we have a lot of players who can get it done a lot of different ways, but I'm buying myself time because I lost my train of thought too, so be with me on this one. No, but he says, this is what he says, even if they don't stuff the stat sheet, they may not stuff the stat sheet, but they're getting the job done on the court. And you may not see it. It may be the little things, but they're doing it, and they're getting it done, and that's what matters most. And that's why this team is so special and so very good, is because, again, you've got players who may not stuff the stat sheet on a certain night. They may on another night. And on a certain night, it may just be, hey, they're doing the little things right. They're setting up this screen. They're setting up that pass. They're getting in the correct passing lane. They're setting up a block underneath. Whatever it is, they're just doing it in the right way. And that's what I think is so special about this team, and that's why I do think they can make a deep run. But I think here in the second half, for both these teams. For Pine City, I think they just got to tighten it up a little bit defensively. I think this could have been a much more lopsided game, but I think they just need to tighten up just a little bit. They're getting caught a little bit flat-footed, but I think they just need, if they can tighten it up just ever so slightly, I think they'll be just fine. And offensively, well, continue what you did there and that run to end the first half, because that's what they need to do. And again, like I said, don't let this Spectrum team stick around. Continue to put them away. I said it earlier on, too. Pine City does seem like the better team, and they need to kind of try and put this game away. Not because it's so desperate that they have to, but because if you let Spectrum stick around, this is the type of team that is not going to let you out of it easy. They're going to force you to play to that final buzzer, and they might even come away with the win. So don't let them stick around. Try and get up on them early and try and put them away. That is going to do it for a halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body Glass and Mora. And it's now time for the second half of action here on Cool Country, 100.9 FM WCMP. It will be Spectrum to start the half with the ball. They'll go right to left on your radio dial, Dragons left to right. So again, be sure to tune in to the morning show tomorrow. We'll announce our Pine Insurance Athlete of the Week. Always a special thing we get to do thanks to Pine Insurance Agency in Pine City. Didn't quite get to our A&W hometown handoff, but we will for sure in the post game. I'll remember to do that. Get you some scores updates. I do have a score update from across the road. Pine City hosting River Lakes in boys playoff hockey. 1-1 after one period, so close game over there. Bruckner with a, oh my. I didn't think that was going to go in, but it does. Well, that's a big shot to start the half. That is, if you're Pine City, not what you want to see to start the second half. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back. This ball tipped, but it still gets to Lottie. Now she'll go to Klepper underneath the Unverzat, and she is left wide open, and she easily drops it in for two. 39-18, Spectrum gets it on this near side, and they'll bring it up the court. That's Cassie Colbert now on the far side to Hansen underneath the Bruckner, and that shot going to be off the mark, rebounded by Lottie. She'll bring it forward now, and she'll get to this near side, give to Boland. Boland look, give back to Lottie. Lottie wanted to go underneath to Klepper. She does, and Klepper drops it in for two. Well, Klepper just hit her 1,000th career point earlier on in this game. So pretty special moment there. Meanwhile, this is poked out by Klepper, stolen away by Boland, and now the pass there for Klepper just a little bit too far. And sometimes that happens. It's like a quarterback seeing a receiver wide open in the center of the field. Sometimes your adrenaline kicks up so quickly that you're like, oh man, open, and then you just get that juice and it overshoots the intended target a little bit, and I think that's what happened there. No harm, no foul. Meanwhile, here come the Sting back the other way. Novotny trying to get a pass off, I think, to Hansen, and shouldn't have had that popcorn. Sorry, terrible joke. It slipped out of her hands is why I said that. And meanwhile, Dragons get it back. Gray will give to Klepper, now to Boland, to Gray. Gray will take the three. And another one. Make it 12 points on the night for Paige Gray. And all those shots have come from three. And meanwhile, pass up to Novotny. Novotny will give on the far side to Hansen. Hansen looks for three. Instead, will give now to Isabella Colbert. That's going to be well off the mark. Sting tried to keep it alive, but it's going to be out of bounds. And the ball will now go back to Pine City once again. So the Dragons will get the ball back. And now here is Boland. Boland will kick in this near side to Lottie. Trying to go underneath to Unverzat, but she's double teamed, so she will not be able to go to her. Meanwhile, she'll give to Klepper. Now go underneath to Unverzat. Unverzat, that one's no good. Rebounded by Lottie, though. Kick back outside to Gray. Now inside Boland. Now to Unverzat. Unverzat will look. Go back on the far side to Gray. Gray again for three. Gray no good this time, but it's rebounded by Klepper. And Klepper, that one going to be short. She gets her own rebound. This time she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Plenty of opportunities on this drive for Pine City, or this possession rather, and now they'll get a chance from the free throw line. This foul going to go against Maggie Novotny, her second, team's first of the second half. And Klepper's first one is good. And this one, good as well. So Klepper hits them both. Makes it 46-18, and this pass to the far side. And, oh, got away with it. Yep, double dribble. Whistle came late, but referee definitely seen it. He was trying to work the whistle to his mouth. He was like, yep, I seen it. I was in the middle of being like, oh, she double dribbled, but then he got the whistle, so then I could take my time saying it. Klepper inbound to Bolin, and Bolin just off the mark, and that one going to be knocked out of. Oh, my goodness. That should be Pine City ball. That should be Pine City ball. That should absolutely be Pine City ball. Yes. Yeah, that was tipped out of bounds by Spectrum. At least from my angle. Now, I could be wrong. I don't have the best angle, so. Meanwhile, this ball going to Unverzat. Unverzat kick back outside. Gray left alone again. And another three for Paige Gray. 15 points for Paige Gray. And all have come from the 3-point or longer. She's hit a couple long ones. Isabella Colbert will kick on the far side to Bruckner. Bruckner, she'll give now top of the key to Hansen. Hansen will try and go underneath. Nobody there. I think she was trying to find Cassidy Colbert, who was cutting underneath the basket. She must have got tied up by a defender because there was nobody there. Meanwhile, here's the inbound to Klepper, now up to Bolin on this near side. Give to Gray. Gray will try and go underneath to Unverzat. That was a forced one. And almost stolen away. It's going to stay with Pine City. Trying to go underneath to Lottie, and that ball will be knocked out by Spectrum. It will stay with Pine City. Good recognition over there and awareness by Brooke Bolin. She was going to go after that one, but then she said, nope. I know who touched it last. I'm just going to let this roll out of bounds. So great awareness there by Bolin on the far side to let that one just go out of bounds. Lottie wanted to inbound to Bolin, but she was covered a little bit too well, and she will find Bolin. Bolin, great job pulling that one in. One-handed. Bolin, corner three. Good! She gets in on the three party. Not surprised at all. Meanwhile, Bruckner will look, and she'll give in the near side corner to Votny. That's good. So we got a whistle right after. I'm not. Oh, okay. So the whistle was because a tennis ball was on the court. We got to keep track of those, but nothing that to hurt the score. So Novotny's three will stand. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, oh man, I hope. I was kind of thinking to myself, man, I hope it stands. That'd be really unfortunate. Meanwhile, Gray again for three. It's going to be no good and wind up in the hands of Cassidy Colbert for the rebound. Yeah, Pine City just didn't get a good enough box out there, so they just kind of unfortunately had to kind of let her grab that one. Well, here's Bruckner. Give to Novotny. Novotny wanted the three. She'll try and drive on Lottie. Ooh, get a foul there. And they'll get Lottie. It was close, and I thought it was either going to be a travel or a foul, but they wound up getting the foul call instead. So Spectrum will inbound. They'll inbound now to Novotny at the top of the key. She's just going to pop off three right away. That one's going to miss, and Klepper will tip it to herself and pull it in. Klepper's going to take it up on the far sideline, rather. Give to Bolton. No, it's Lottie. Lottie, give underneath Unverzat. Unverzat can't quite drop it in for two. She kicks back to Gray on the rebound. Now to Lottie underneath. Turnaround jumper, no good. This is going to be rebounded by Hansen. And she had to go through some contact there, so a little bit tough. Meanwhile, Novotny will try and drive on Lottie. Lottie pokes it out. Bolin going to go after it, nearly stolen away, but that is picked back up by Bruckner. And now they'll kick to the far side. That's Beck. Beck will go to Cassidy Colbert. And now a three from Novotny. That's going to be no good. That touches the pulley system for the backboard, and that will be out of bounds. So we'll get three in for Pine City. Ganote, Johnson, and Judd in for Lottie, Gray, and Unverzat. And here's Klepper. She'll inbound to Judd. And Judd, again, only a 7th grader getting some really good varsity minutes. This is really impressive. Some good young talent for next year as well. Rhea Johnson, good drive to the basket, just missing. Klepper will go over the defender to grab the rebound and put it back for two. And Klepper has just been an outstanding athlete for this team for many years. Been fun to watch. Well, Bruckner will will take it, try and drive. Gonna get a foul. We're going to get that one on Maggie Judd. Her first, team's second. Yeah. Couple in and out for Spectrum. I think it's 2 new young ladies as well. And we got, 10 and 14. So we'll get you those names in just a moment. Meanwhile, here's Novotny. Off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Boland. And Boland will bring it forward. She gives to Judd. Judd going to take it to the basket. Judd drops it in for 2. Are you serious? What a job there by Maggie Judd. What a shot. That is impressive. Meanwhile, number 10 is Lillian Langston for Spectrum. And 14, who has the ball now, is Kelsey Swenson. That one's going to miss. Rebounded, though, by Cassie Colbert. And stolen away by Rhea Johnson. Rhea Johnson had that one knocked out of bounds by Novotny. So we'll stay with Pine City, 56-21, 12:06 to go. Inbound to Klepper from Boland. Now back to Boland. Nearly had it stolen away, but Boland now into a little bit of a trap there in that corner, and she's going to have it stolen away by Hansen. Now, oh boy. This will be interesting. I think what Judd was doing was calling a timeout before the turnover happened, and unfortunately the whistle came late. And he's not going to get his timeout granted. And he is frustrated. Yeah, he was calling a timeout while Boland was in a little bit of pressure over there and before the turnover happened, and that's what the discussion was. And unfortunately, they're not going to grant the timeout. They're going to say, nope, a little bit too much happened there. Meanwhile, Mallory Klepper gets the block on Novotny's shot. So add a block. This team has averaged about 3 to 4 blocks a game. It used to be just Klepper who kind of averaged 3 or 4 blocks a game last year. This year, it's the entire team. And for Klepper, she is pretty happy with that. Meanwhile, good give inside. And, a friendly bounce there for Cassie Colbert. 56-23. Here come the Dragons back the other way. Boland will give near side to Johnson. Johnson will kick now to Judd. Judd back to Boland. Boland will go to Ganote. Ganote back to Judd. Back on this near side, Johnson. Johnson for 3. Good. Rhea Johnson for 3. And let them rain down. It has been a 3-party here in the second half for Pine City. Like to see that. A little bit of a tough start there. Well, I guess not a tough start, but after the start, it was kind of what happened. Meanwhile, a long shot from Novotny is no good. Rebounded by Klepper. And now to Boland. Now to and Johnson just couldn't pull it in cleanly. Unverzat and Gray in for Klepper and Boland. So, yeah, that was tough. Johnson had a clean drive to the basket and just couldn't pull in that pass as neatly as she would have liked to have. Meanwhile, Novotny at the top of the key. Fakes the shot. Will lob it into this near side to Hansen. Back to Novotny. Good move there. And Novotny will drop it in for 2. 59-25, and here comes Judd. Judd fakes pass, gives on this near side. Gray wanted to take the 3, you could tell, but she'll give to Unverzat. Now to Johnson. Johnson again for 3. That one's going to be no good. A little bit of a line drive shot. Rebounded there by Cassidy Colbert. And Colbert will bring it up. Now give near side. Novotny. And she's going to take the 3. Banks it in. So 59-28. Judd will give to Gray. Gray will kick back on the far side. Johnson. Johnson now to Judd. Back to Gray. Gray for 3. Yes, again. Gray with 18 points, all coming from beyond the arc. What a night for Paige Gray. This has been an impressive performance here tonight for her. My goodness. This is stolen away by Gray, and we're going to get to see 2 points from Gray. What? She can hit the 2. Yes, she can hit the 2. A steal and 2 there for Paige Gray. What a night for the senior. Give now to Novotny. She'll take the 3 again. That's good. Well, you don't like, if you're Pine City, to see her hit these threes like that, because that's, I mean, it's less than ideal, because I don't know, I mean, there's still 9 minutes left. I guess they could get back into it. So that's less than ideal if you're for Pine City. This is going to be a timeout by Pine City. While they take one, we will as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back on Cool Country WCMP, Pine City leads over Spectrum 64-31, but Novotny has all of a sudden gone off from 3. In this half alone, she's hit 3 of them. She has 17 total points now in the game. So, again, while Pine City does lead, you'd rather not see Novotny hit the threes like that. I mean, you got to credit her, but you'd like to see her not have an opportunity like that too much more. Meanwhile, given the far side, Lottie left alone for 3. That, just off the back of the rim, and rebounded by Unverzat. She'll give to Bolin. Bolin will kick to this near side to Gray. That ball's up for grabs. Gray's going to get it back. She'll kick now to Lottie. Lottie wanted to go underneath, but goes far side to Bolin. Good job there by Pine City to get that ball back. They'll go underneath. Lottie to the basket. Oh, and just missing. That's going to go out of bounds off of Spectrum. And Lottie shakes her head a little bit and goes, I can't believe I missed that one. That's okay. She'll get another opportunity. Meanwhile, Lottie will inbound. She'll go right underneath to Klepper. Her shot no good, but she's fouled. She'll go and shoot 2. That's going to go against Elena Bruckner, her 3rd, team's 2nd of this half. And Klepper will shoot 2. And, gets a friendly bounce there and drops that one in. Yeah, she got her 1,000th point on a free throw. She missed the next one, but then Pine City's offense just kind of fell into a little bit of a funk. This one going to be no good. 1 of 2 there. That was rebounded by Bruckner. But then Pine City was able to kind of get out of it with a bunch of threes, really good defense, and they turned up the pressure. Meanwhile, this pass inside Novotny, trying to give it outside, nearly stolen away by Lottie, but Novotny, good hustle, gets it back. Meanwhile, Bruckner will shoot the 3. It's going to be no good. Unverzat trying to get it back to herself, and unfortunately, it winds up in the hands of Isabella Colbert for 2. Those are the opportunities for Pine City that I think you want to shore up before postseason. Meanwhile, good give underneath to Unverzat from Lottie, and Unverzat drops it in for 2. Under 8 minutes to go now. It's Isabella Colbert now to Bruckner again. That one's going to be good from 3. Yeah, you'd like to see, if you're Pine City, not this many threes get taken on the other side. But meanwhile, you're okay with your taking a bunch of threes. This is missed by Pine City. Bruckner is going to get the rebound. And then is it thrown out of bounds off? No, knocked out of bounds by Pine City. Hanson will check back into the game for Spectrum. Pine City will go down and play defense. Yeah, again, Pine City still with the lead by a good chunk, but hey, you'd just like to see these threes not fall in like they have here in this half. Because there's Novotny, and she's been hitting them left and right. Hanson will go underneath the... that shot going to be no good. Unverzat going to get the rebound. They're going to get her for a travel. She did have the ball. She took a hop step, and Judd just kind of shaking his head going, hey, he's laughing about it, so that's all right. It'll be a turnover. Inbounded Novotny at the top of the key, and that one going to be no good. Klepper going to pull in the rebound. Golly, she's almost got her total from the first half on rebounds. Bolin now over to Klepper from 3. It's good. Wow. Like I said, let the threes rain down in this half. You haven't hit too many other shots than threes. It's been impressive to watch, but from both teams. This is, like I said, it felt like a playoff game a little bit. And the way these young ladies are shooting in the second half, you would expect it to be. Bruckner will drive to the basket. Oh, going to get a foul here on Mallory Klepper. That's what it appears to be anyways. Yeah, so it would be her third, team's third. And now Bruckner will shoot 2. This one good. So it'll be 70-37. Meanwhile, into the game is number 22, Michaela Klepper. She checks in for Unverzant, and Bruckner good on both. And get us up here. Looks like Maggie Judd will also check into the game for Pine City. In for Boland. And the inbound will go from Klepper to Judd. That's Mallory Klepper. Both Kleppers are out on the court together. Fun to see. Michaela Klepper give back to Judd. Now over to Gray. Gray to Klepper. Klepper off her knee, and it's going to be stolen away by Lillian Langston. That three is going to miss. Rebounded here by no. It's going to wind up in the hands of Spectrum. So couldn't quite pull that one in. And now it's Novotny with it. Hansen. So look, give on this near side to Novotny. The three is up. It is no good. Rebounded here by Judd. Bounced a couple times, but Judd is able to pull it in. Judd will drive it all the way. Drops it in for 2. Good looking drive there by Maggie Judd. 72-37. Novotny on the far side now. There to Langston. Now underneath. Hansen for 2. Rachel Hansen. 72-39. And Maggie Judd brings it forward. Goes right underneath to Mallory Klepper. And Michaela Klepper for 3! The connection. Mallory to Michaela. And Michaela hits it from 3. Oh, how cool is that? Now we'll get some more young ladies in. Looks like Kalia Berglund will check into the game for Pine City, wearing number 20. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. In a big-time game for Pine City, in a section game, Mallory Klepper hits Michaela Klepper, and Michaela Klepper hits it for 3, so Mallory Klepper gets her sister an assist. That is really cool. That's really cool. 5 minutes to go, Pine City. Got their underclassmen in there. Meanwhile, here's a drive from Beck. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Knocked out by Pine City, so we'll stay with Spectrum. Inbound. Langston will inbound on the far side here to Edison. Edison will go to Beck now. Beck, go back to Langston. Langston will take a long 3, and this will be a shot clock violation. So it did not hit the rim to reset the shot clock. It will be running time, it looks like. Under 4.5 to go. Rhea Johnson will give top key to Maggie Judd, to Michaela Klepper. That one tipped and stolen away by Edison. She'll give to Langston. That was, I thought, blocked, and then this shot is going to be no good. Judd will pull in the rebound. Judd will bring it forward. Now give to Johnson. Back to Judd. Judd fakes the 3. I thought she was going to take it, but gives to Johnson. Now to Berglund. Berglund back to Johnson. On the near side to Judd. Judd pulls it down. Going to try and drive. That's knocked out of bounds by Hansen of Spectrum. So it will stay with Pine City. 3.5 to go now in the game. Judd will inbound to Berglund. Over to Johnson. Back to Judd. Judd fakes the 3, then takes the long 2, and that's good. I tell you what, when she moves like that, there might not be too many players better at faking a shot, stepping away, and still taking the shot and making it. We'll get a 2+1 here for Spectrum. I believe that was Beck who draws the foul. It's going to be an N1 opportunity for her. I think they got Berglund, they say, on the foul. So it's going to be, I think it should only be 41. And that one no good there for Beck. Rebounded here by Pine City. I think it should only be 77-41. I think that was a 2. It was 39, I believe, anyways. I could be wrong. Meanwhile, Michaela Klepper out to Johnson on this near side. They'll give, and this ball was tipped, but Ganote got it back. It was still tipped away, and Judd picks it back up. Judd going to try and drive all the way to the basket, and she does so really well and drops it in for 2, 79-41, I believe. I could be wrong, but Spectrum has it, and driving baseline, kick back outside to Hansen on the pass from Swenson. Hansen drops it in for 2. 79-43 or 4, not sure. Meanwhile, on this near side, Berglund will give to Klepper. That's Michaela Klepper. Now over to Rhea Johnson. Now to Ganote. Ganote get through the defender and drop it in for 2. 81-43. We'll get more substitutions in. It is 113 and 33. 113 and 33, remind myself. So 1 is Genesis Potter. 13 is going to be Jocelyn Lorsung. And my apologies, I do not have number 33 on my roster, so I apologize. This ball blocked and stolen away by Michaela Klepper. Well, pass on the far side, knocked out of bounds by a member of Spectrum. It will stay with Pine City. Under a minute and a half to go, creeping up on a minute. Berglund will call it to play. We'll give to Klepper on the corner, far side. Klepper will go back to Lorsung. Lorsung pulls it down, does a good job. Now give inside to Potter. Potter will take it back outside, try to go underneath to number 33, but that's going to be stolen away by Hansen. They'll go up the court to Langston, now to Beck. Line drive shot, no good. Rebounded there by Swenson. That's no good. Rebound to Kalia Berglund. It's her second, and she'll give now to Lorsung. And 35 seconds to go. Shot clock, game clock separated by 3 seconds. Potter will look. Genesis Potter will spin around, try and drive to the basket. Lost it for a moment, then try and give back underneath. That's going to be knocked out of, ooh, they're going to say last touched by Pine City. So it will go back to Spectrum, but that is pretty much going to do it in this one. 15 seconds to go. And that will pretty much seal it. Spectrum are going to try and get a final shot off here. Give outside. Hansen for 3. That's good, and that'll do it. So it should be 81-46 now, and that will be our final. So Pine City gets a big victory here tonight and all but seals their spot in the top 8 for a home playoff game. How high will they go? Well, I think we'll find out at the end of this week, but they're at least very, very least in the top 5. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, here. Be sure to tune in afterward from our fine sponsors for our post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City. Plus, we'll also get our player of the game and a word from Coach Judd.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons get the victory over Spectrum tonight, 81-46 or 47. I'm not quite sure. Meanwhile, the Dragons get this section victory. And again, what's so important about that is, well, that will pretty much, well, it does seal up their chances in the playoffs for a home game. So that does seal that in. Now it's a question of how high will they get. I still think they should be no lower than 5. I don't think they should be any lower than 5. They're currently number 4 in the section. They shouldn't drop any lower than 5. Take a look at some of the stats here. Leading the way for Pine City was Paige Gray with 20. Klepper had 17. 12 for Unverzat, 9 for Rhea Johnson, 8 for Maggie Judd. And we had 4 for Bolin, Lottie, and Ganote, 3 for Klepper. And that is it. Look, 15 rebounds for Klepper, Mallory Klepper, that is. 9 steals, 3 blocks, and 11 fouls as a team. This was, again, a really, really good game for Pine City, especially after a little bit of a drought that they got into there in the first half. It was... they just couldn't seem to get things going. They got into a little bit out of rhythm, and they just couldn't seem to get back into rhythm. But they worked through, battle hard, and they came out with a big-time couple of plays, offensively and defensively, to get themselves back into rhythm. And they really did a good job of making sure that they could get themselves into rhythm and get out of that funk. And, again, it can be hard to do that, but they did a really good job, and they needed it. They went on the first half. They finished it with an 18-6 run for themselves, and there she is, Mallory Klepper, 1,000 career points. She hit that early tonight. She only needed 3. She wound up with 17. So she has 1,014 career points at this point, and she's only going to be able to add more as we get into the final regular season game on Friday against St. Francis and into the playoffs. So congratulations there to Mallory Klepper. 1,000 career points. Great job for her. She's going to get added, and we'll show you the girls basketball 1,000-point scorers. She'll get added to that right there. You see 21, or let's go back even further. 20, 21, 23, 22, 23, 24, and now 26. They will have Mallory Klepper's name up there in the 1,000-point scorers club. So congratulations there, Mallory Klepper. 1,000 points in her career. But we are, I would assume, going to get to talk to her. If not, well, maybe we will. I won't rule anything out. So she is a 1,000-point scorer. We'll get a chance to talk with Judd as well. But, again, I think this game just kind of solidifies Pine City into one of those top seeds as we'll get Coach Judd up here. And, Coach Judd, first of all, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very well-played game by the girls, especially in the second half there. It was fun to see.
In the first half, you got off to a really quick start, then got a little bit out of rhythm there in the middle of that first half. What was kind of the message to the girls?
We just kind of were guessing on offense, it felt like, instead of just reacting to what was out there. You know, it's just, obviously, I'm going to start off just saying congrats to Mal on her 1,000th point. we'll have her up here in a minute here along with Paige Gray to talk to you about their games. But, you know, I think right after that happened, it's like all of a sudden we just kind of like stopped playing, it felt like. And that happens sometimes in those 1,000-point moments where it's like all the celebration and you forget, oh, yeah, we're playing a game, you know. So, but the message was just get back to doing what we do right and do our jobs, you know, like transition offense that we had to just get better passes up the floor and not try to do other people's jobs. You know, that was the thing. That was the message.
Yeah, and then you got out of that drought, went on an 18-6 run to end the half. How much momentum did that just bring into half number 2?
Yeah, we hit we hit open shots. That was the big thing. Like Paige knocked down 3 threes in that little run there. Rhea knocked down a 3, and then we had one from Vivian as well. So those were the big things. They knocked down some key shots, and that just carried over into the second half.
Yeah, they did a really good job in the second half. Even more threes in the second half. What was it like to see them just get themselves open, good passes, but also just execute on those shots?
Well, that was the key, was good passes. I mean, we were throwing passes at the ankles in the first half, and then, you know, we started hitting shooting pockets, and, you know, when they moved the ball like they did in the second half, easy shots, easy rhythm, that was what we wanted. Whether it was a 2 or a 3, the threes felt like 2s in the second half. So.
Looking at this team, we talked about earlier on about just getting a complete game together. When we get a complete game, this team is going to look leaps and bounds better. After the new year, that's really what has happened, and it continues now late into the season. What has it been like as a coach just to watch this growth and this team grow together just as one unit?
Well, I mean, even when we're not winning games, you can see the growth. Like, look at last week on Monday against Bram. Like, we came in with a great game plan, and we had one of the best teams in the conference on the ropes, and you know, the girls are they're building confidence not only in what they can do, but how they can play against some of the top teams. And going into this section here, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, we're probably going to be a home playoff game. We're looking at, you know, we're not happy with just getting a home playoff game. We're looking at making a deep run, and these girls know they can do it, and I think we're excited about that when we get to it. So that's been the exciting thing, is that last year we were not sure of ourselves. This year we're very sure we can do things.
Yeah, and speaking of a deep run, you had another one of the top teams in this section alone, a team that you could have beat in Malacca. But going forward into the final game here on Friday, what are some of the things that you'll want to accomplish before Friday's game and then try and bring into Friday's game against another top team?
Well, win or lose, we know we're playing a top team in 3A, you know, Class 3A. It's you know, we got to come ready to play against a team that is going to have a couple of interesting matchups for us. They're not like unstoppable or anything, but this is going to be like a playoff type basketball game, and that's the intensity we got to have in the game. Whether we win or lose, we just want to make sure we're getting our intensity level ready for that playoff run. That's the key. For
sure, and obviously playoffs will start next week, but just looking at this team once again, whether they filled the stat sheet or not, it was just really impressive to see each and every player out there doing their job and doing it really well. And it seemed like at that point everyone did get on the stat sheet. And again, we've talked about it before, but just how impressive is that to see this team working that well?
It's nice to know that we have a deep roster, you know, and it's fun to know that we can count on kids to get in there and just keep the momentum going. And it's not only good for this year, but it's good for the future years that we're going to have here, because we're definitely going to lose a lot with these 4 seniors, which we'll celebrate on Friday with senior night. But it's that's going to be the tough thing, is how do we replace those ones? And I think we're going to have some kids that if they put in a good summer, we're going to be able to just keep going.
For sure. Well, Coach, congrats on the win here tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd, as we will get, I think, Paige Gray coming up here soon. But, yeah, again, a big win here for Pine City. Again, pretty much guarantees them a home playoff game, as we'll get Paige Gray joining us. First of all, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
You were hitting some big threes out there, especially late in that first half. You got into rhythm, and what is your mentality, whether it's before or after getting in to a kind of a rhythm like that?
Just keep on shooting when it's open. Don't push it. Just let it go in.
And you seem pretty comfortable out there, pretty cool, calm, and collected. Is that the case, or is there more going through your head, or is it just kind of smooth and easy?
Just smooth and easy. Try not too hard to think about it.
That's probably a good idea. But you also had a steal there in the second half as well, and you got a nice fast break too. The defense, how nice is it to see this defense working so well together?
Yeah, it's super good. We all know our roles, know which position we need to be in, so it's really good.
And this team, again, has been on a tear here as of this late season. How much confidence does that bring to the entire team going forward towards the final game of the regular season?
We have a lot of confidence. We've grown so much in the past year, and we're all just excited for how far we can go.
Well, how exciting is it to be able to play at home for the final regular season game?
We are so excited. We can't wait.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And now we'll be joined by Mallory Klepper. Well, it was a big night for the entire team, but a big night for you as well. 1,000 career points. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And you hit the one free throw. You came back and you missed the next one. That's okay though. It happens. And the offense kind of got into a little bit of a drought, and then you were kind of able to kick things back up at the end of the half. What was kind of the mentality and the turnaround there at the end of the first half to really get back into rhythm?
I really feel like it's understanding the defense and understanding that they're all going to collapse onto us post people and to look for the kick out. And if after the kick out we can reposition ourselves and maybe get the shot, maybe get the rebound for our teammates and all that stuff.
Yeah, and again, an 18-6 run to end the half. How much momentum did that give you guys into the second half?
It's a ton of momentum. It's like giving us a lot of confidence going into the second half, especially starting off the game a little slow. It's just understanding that we can play hard, we can push the floor and get the lead that we need.
Well, and you guys dominated the second half, especially early on, just started to pull away. And even though Spectrum did hit a few big shots, you guys still played really sound basketball. Again, and I asked Paige, but what has it just been like to see this team grow throughout just this season alone?
It's really great. It's really great to see us connect on the court and have the chemistry that we need, and then also being able to hit the shots that we can and having shooters, having people that can be post and not really being guardable is great.
Yeah, this team is a lot of fun. Obviously, you'll wrap up the regular season at home on Friday, but this was still a big game. You got to connect with your sister, and she hit a three as well. What was that like?
It was great. I was thinking in my head, I said, she better not miss this. And it was such a big night, and then her being able to score off my assist was just great, and it brought a smile to my face.
Yeah, she drilled it. And then some of the underclassmen got in, too. What is it like to see the underclassmen get in there and get these valuable minutes knowing that they'll be the next group to take over next year?
It's really great to see what our program is bringing up and giving the girls a chance to have these varsity minutes and understand how fast varsity play is and the feel of the gym as well, and just seeing them hit the shots and get steals is just great.
Well, again, 1,000 points tonight. Has it set in yet?
Not really. After the air ball free throw, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah.
Hey, you did a good job shaking off. You wound up with 17 points, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. Everyone misses one, but congratulations on 1,000 points. Congratulations on the win here tonight. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you so much.
That, again, was Mallory Klepper joining us here in the post game, as well as Paige Gray. Appreciate them both coming up, joining us here for an interview. And, yeah, again, this team has just solidified itself a home playoff game, but how high of a seed will they get is the question at this point. Will they be able to get and hold on to this 4 seed that they have right now? I think so. And now, more than likely, it's going to come down to this Friday. It's probably going to come down to that game. And St. Francis, again, you heard Coach Judd. They're not unbeatable, or they are beatable. I'll figure it out. They are a beatable team. They can be beat. So I think the thing is for Pine City, yeah, they've got to kind of treat it like a playoff game. Understand, hey, this team is going to be a tough team to beat. This is kind of the competition we're going to face if we want to make a deep run in the playoffs. If we want to make it to the section championship and then into state, these are the type of teams that we're going to face and that we have to beat. So that's going to be a good game for Pine City on Friday. And that'll be senior night. As you heard Judd, they'll recognize the seniors here on Friday night. And I'm excited for that game. I think this is going to be a big game for Pine City, but I think it's also a game that they can win. And I tell you what, if they can win that game, oh my, they might be unbeatable in the playoffs. But that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all for tuning in here tonight. Huge shout out to you. You, our loyal listener, for tuning in this evening. It does not get done without you. Because, again, if they see that nobody's tuning in, well, they kind of tell me, hey, we're not getting people to tune in, so really don't need you to go out there anymore because, well, there's no one tuning in. So appreciate you for keeping my job safe. Also want to give a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. It is greatly appreciated. For more on local sports, head to our website at WCMPradio.com. We'll have interviews up there, coaches and players interviews. Plus, go to the Sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will show you all the games or the links for the games that we have coming up during that week of play. Also, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button on this YouTube page because once you're subscribed, all you'll have to do is get the notification, click it, it will bring you right to the live video. One more time again, Mallory Klepper, 1,000 points on the career. But another way you can stay tuned is our social medias, our Facebook and Instagram for WCMP, and our Twitter at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. Once again, thank you so much to Paige Gray, Mallory Klepper for joining me in the postgame for those interviews. They don't have to. They don't have to come up and do this, but they do, and I so appreciate it. It's not always easy to come up and after a long game, hard-fought game, to come talk to the radio guy, but I appreciate them for coming up. And thanks to Coach Judd once again for coming up as well. Again, the Dragons get the victory over Spectrum 81-46. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could make their day. Again, for WCMP, Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.